Okay, so do I feel like looks matter, or do looks matter? I feel that in the society that I live in, I feel like it depends on what area you're at and what area you're from. But being honest, I do think they matter. I've experienced what it's like to be really hit and, you know, conventionally attractive, you know, to a certain extent for the area that I live in, right? And something that I noticed was like the way that people treat you, which was very interesting. Like in both situations, I was conscious, like I did it on purpose. I intentionally made myself look a certain type of way in both situations, just because I was kind of curious to see how, like, in society people would treat me. And there's some people that will act the same regardless of any of that, and then there's those people, like, there's a lot of people that where something like that, it really does change the way that they act towards you. I do think that there's a lot of benefits from being like attractive, conventionally attractive as well. Conventionally attractive just means that majority of everyone would agree that this person is attractive, even though I had to switch locations because of a spider. I'll insert a clip. This was literally just on my body. Thing right here? Yeah, he was just chilling on my leg. Yeah, I don't know what type of spider that is, but looks like he's trying to fight or something. I guess that's just how it moves. That looks really like stop motion film like. Yeah, I know for a fact that looks matters for the simple fact that, like, that's a part of nature. You can even look at animals, for example, birds. You'll have the male bird that's jet black and has a very vibrant bright blue color in the middle, feathers, whatever, and it will do like a certain dance in certain movements to attract the female. The only reason why the female can see that is because she has eyes, and that's the first thing that she's seeing about the bird. That male bird might be really good at you know, building houses out of sticks and you know, getting worms and stuff, you know, and all that, and picking the perfect tree, but she's not going to know all that just by looking at him. So she's basing it off of what the bird is presenting to her with the dance and the way that his feathers look compared to maybe the other male birds. He might be the better bird for her, you know, whatever she decides, she accepts him. It's the same thing for human people, you know. Somebody comes across, they're wearing certain type of jewelry or their hair in a certain type of way, certain types of clothes. They're obviously facial features, body types, all of that contributes towards whether or not somebody's going to be attracted to this person or not. And then once people get past that part, then you start seeing about the personality, and usually, like, okay, we don't really vibe well, people disconnect, and it starts all over again. There's some people that will accept someone just based off their physical appearance, and they'll be with someone just because they have a nice face, a nice body, nice hair, certain eye color, whatever it is, and they'll procreate with that person, or they'll reproduce with that individual. And you know, some of those situations don't end up really being real relationships because it's just 100% based on the physical appearance and nothing else. What causes people to be unhappy and, you know, miserable in their relationships. They end up arguing with each other all the time, or people cheat. This is not the reason to cheat. You know, that goes more into like what type of person you are, what types of values you have, what type of boundaries you have, how much you respect yourself or not. Because that whole cheating thing, that's person based, definitely. It's person based because there's some people that think that just because they're unhappy in a relationship that means that people cheat because of that, and it's like, no, because there's plenty of people that will be unhappy in a relationship and know that the relationship's not for them, and what they do is just decide to leave the situation after maybe trying to talk it out to see if something could be done about it. And then when they determine there's nothing that can be done about it and they understand that the relationship's not for them, they just leave and move on with their life. There's some people that will choose to be intimate with another person or whatever they do because in their thought process, the type of person they are, that's what they believe to be okay for themselves. You know, there's some people that would never do that to themselves and understand that that is disrespectful towards yourself versus you thinking that it's like disrespectful towards the other person because you're like, that's not what this video is about anyways. But definitely more so about yourself and how much you respect yourself and stuff. The looks thing with the personality and all of that. So Yeah, a lot of people do base it off of just looks and think that. And then there's some people that will be with someone that they don't find physically attractive, but they mark off all the other things. It's just person by person based. Like, there is no, I guess, right or wrong way. It's like a decision that you make for yourself, whether or not you believe that you should be with somebody just based off their looks and everything else doesn't matter. And then, okay, this person doesn't have looks, but everything else does. This is the right person for me. And there's some people that understand that you can have all of that, where you find them physically attractive, they have the personality that, you know what I'm saying, you also vibe with and connect with. They also have a certain way of thinking that also aligns with the way that you think, and you connect with this person, and you both have similar values and similar beliefs to each other.